What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts here, back with another reaction to Prison Break, man. Season 4 episode 5 is here today. We're moving quite fast. Anyways, we are moving along. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again. So without no further ado, we're going to jump in to this episode, to this reaction, man. But if you want to see more episodes, you know what to do. Turn to the Patreon or membership on the original channel. Links are down in the description. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys too much with my last review that I did. I did go in a little bit in depth into some stuff, reveal some stuff about myself that you probably didn't know, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to stay as transparent as I can without revealing too much about myself so people can track me down, because there are some people, there's some crazy people out here, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta be very aware of my surroundings, if you will, and make sure that I'm not revealing too much so you can track me down. All right, but in any case, guys, hopefully you guys take those words that I said to heart. Look within yourself, okay? Figure it out. A lot of times we're addicted to things that we don't think is an addiction, and it's affecting our lives in a negative way. So make sure you take a look inwards and figure out what that is. It might not be anything. You might not be addicted to anything. You might be laser focused. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Anyways, let's jump into the reaction. I will see you guys at the end for the review. She saw him.
Wait a second. I know this guy. This guy works in my building. That's Griffin Oren.
You know him.
I know of him. He's the head of Treasury's LA bureau. I would need a reason.
Well, you make something up. Something about Al-Qaeda using stolen bearer bonds to finance shady operations, whatever.
It's up to 5 years in prison.
Welcome to the club, Agent Self.
You didn't do this.
He definitely blames himself for it, though.
When you used to bring your files home and I would beg you to leave that stuff at work. But when you have a monster in your sights,
He's laser focused.
you can't focus until you get him. Right now, it's the only thing that lets me sleep because I know that you're gonna get him.
Damn, that boy is moving.
What the hell are you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
He wants to look for
You're
T-Bag.
damn right I want to look for him. We know he's got the bird book. We know the bird book's got the plan for the break-in. And we saw that snake right here today.
All I'm Bellic, I want you to go with Sucre canvas the area. See if you can get a lead on him.
There are like 6 big buildings over there. He could be in any one of them.
That's why it's called canvassing.
Don Self, Homeland Security. I need to see Mr. Oren right away.
He's not available.
Ma'am, I need to see him right away. Otherwise, hundreds of American lives will be in jeopardy. Don Self, Homeland Security.
Talk to Angela down the hall.
We are hearing chatter about some stolen bearer bonds, and we have reason to believe that Al-Qaeda operatives...
serial numbers?
No, I do not.
I leave for Asia in 6 hours.
He's got it.
It's gone.
If what you have to tell me is actually important, I'll hear about it from your boss. If you set foot in my office again without my prior consent, I will see to it that you spend the rest of your career running border security in Alaska.
It's in the safe. He has this crazy safe in his office. That must have been blocking the transmission.
Now, you can access the building's blueprints, right?
I can't go back up there.
Well, no one's asking you. We'll take care of that.
Come on, you'll never get past the front door, okay? Even if they don't recognize you, you need a security card that matches...
Just get the blueprints and get back here, all right?
Yeah.
I'm fine, but someone was following me. I lost him about a mile back. I don't think there's any way he could have followed me here. I made sure of that.
What do you look like?
This the guy?
Yeah.
That's the man who killed my son.
Now he's come to kill us.
Where were you before that?
The town lounge.
Is that a bar?
You have a problem with that?
No, I just want to know how long you were there. Sarah, I need to find this guy, and I can't do it without your help. I don't care why or what you were doing in the bar. I just really want to know how long.
Okay, a couple hours.
Thank you. So something must have tipped him off.
But the credit card that Bruce gave me is gone.
What credit card?
I got a positive ID of Sarah Tancredi in Los Angeles. That means Michael Schofield is here. That means Lincoln Burrows is here. Why? Time is not on your side, Gretchen. But since you seem to be somewhat immune to physical coercion, we've decided to move on. The nose is an evolutionary marvel. Our brain has been constructed so that certain aromas, coffee beans, blueberries, that are helpful to our body, we perceive as pleasant. Whereas other smells that signify death, disease. Tell me.
I don't know anything.
You've got one more day.
Jeez, he's trying to get that nail out of that thing.
It's a biometric design, and only Oren's fingerprint will open it.
All right, so basically we have a way to get you into the garage, which in case you guys forgot, that puts me on the hook for another 4 charges. But no way to get you up to the 10th floor. Do you understand there are Homeland agents whose sole job is to design safety measures to make this structure impregnable?
Yeah. They had those guys at Fox River, too. Whose office is this?
Sam Middleton. This wall separates Middleton from Oren.
I'm gonna need some supplies.
And this man just came into a $100,000 inheritance.
We can't track him down, so we're offering 10% finder's fees to anyone who could point us in his direction.
I'm sorry. I don't recognize him.
Okay, so if you do see him, would you please give us a call?
We're gonna have lunch. I'll keep him out of his office for as long as I can.
Good luck.
All right. I'm letting you guys know right now, if you get busted, don't mention my name.
So, a couple of scruffy guys walk in, tell me they're from the insurance company, and they offer me $10,000 if I know where you are.
Jeez, you got some nice
tells me
titties,
there's
man.
on the table.
Ooh. You can't tell. You can't.
You just caught yourself a leprechaun.
Well, your commencement check's sitting on my desk waiting to be signed. That's a pretty nice pot of gold. 3% of your commission from here on out.
Done.
Hey. Hey, Sam. Great to meet you.
Same here.
Oh, thanks again for squeezing me in on such short notice. I thought we were going out for lunch.
Is there a problem?
Yes.
Well,
I've been like, I don't.
Actually, I'm a vegetarian. It's a new diet, but there's a great place down the street, and it'll be my treat.
Elise.
Yes, sir?
I'm heading out for lunch.
It's all kind of a mismatch because DNA trumps everything. I believe it because, I mean, I grew up in the same house, went to the same school as my brother, who's a math professor. My sister's a pediatrician. And I'm a thief who blows his money on hookers and coke. So, like the same way Schofield's hardwired to be a genius, and you always gonna be a lawman, right? Whoever this guy is, you think he wanted to grow up to be a murderer? Probably not.
Be very careful choosing the next words that come out of your mouth.
I'm just saying, we are who we are.
The problem with what you just said, sir, is that's what I'm trying to say. People, a lot of times people use fancy words to cover up one of the biggest things that we have in life. And I talk about this all the time, and it's free will. We all have free will to choose. So apparently your brother and your sister made good choices, right? You made a bad choice. You decided to become a thief. So you can't look at it and say, we are who we are. No. Choices have consequences. That's what it's the things that we choose to do that get us in the situations that we end up in. We can't look at it and be like, oh, this person. Listen, don't get me wrong. There are people around the world that don't have, their free will is basically taken away from them because they're being held captive or whatever the situation is. They are those situations. But for the overall, everybody has a choice. Everybody has a choice, right? Overall, the majority of people, they have choice. They have their free will. They make these choices. Like Mahone, Alex here, did not have to kill Shales. Everything is trickled down from him making that decision to kill Shales, right? Put skeletons in your closet. Listen, we can all choose to say that, oh, this person is making me do something, but at the end of the day, it's you still making a conscious choice to do that very thing, right? So you can't look at it and then your conclusion is we are who we are. It's a cop-out. I think when people say that we are who we are, it's a cop-out to absolve yourself of the choices that you've made in life, right? You obviously was a genius as well, probably even smarter than your brother and your sister. But this is the route you choose to take. You could have used those very hacking skills that you have and go work for the government and catch bad guys as well, right? You could have done that, or create some sort of technology to help people. There's plenty of other choices you could have made, but you chose the easy route, which is to become a thief and blow the money. Simple.
What's going on?
I apologize, ma'am, but we're gonna be on your way for the next 90 minutes or so.
Excuse me, ma'am. But where can I plug in?
For now, you can go in there. But when my boss gets back from lunch, you're gonna...
The safe should be somewhere behind this wall. As soon as you're through the steel, I'll have the thermite ready. What is it?
How long's it been happening?
It's not a big deal.
It's a big deal when you're 13.
Promise me you won't tell Sarah.
Sarah's a doctor. She can help.
Come on. We've got work to do.
Oh, so this is something that he's been struggling with his whole life.
What can I get you?
Just a moment of your time. I'm a private investigator, and I'm working with a woman named Sarah Tancredi, and she moved all the way across the country to get away from this guy. Help me find him before he finds her. Last time, Sarah had a broken jaw.
I was standing by the front door when he left.
Remember what the car looked like?
Gray. A sedan, sort of like one of those rental cars, you know?
I want just a small kindness. That's the easiest 300 you'll ever make.
There's a stack of letters that I need to put in the mail.
Wait. Listen, we know this is a hassle. We know we're disrupting your work and giving you a headache. If this gets dirty while it's still wet, it's going to leave a stain, and then we'll be back here all over again. Why don't you just tell me where they are, and I'll get them for you.
On the corner of his desk, near his computer.
How much longer? Another couple of minutes, and we'll be ready to copy.
That was lucky. Quick thinking,
Here's
man.
Griffin.
Quick
He's in a
thinking.
meeting right now, but I can pull him out if you like.
If you could.
Just have a seat in his office. He'll be right with you.
Is that his name? Krantz?
Someone's in there.
Yes, someone is in there. This is no bueno. Gotta stop drilling now. Drilling, they gotta figure out.
Hear him sitting down. There's no way he's not gonna hear the drill.
You can do it manually.
Won't generate enough heat to activate the thermite.
Come on, man, we're like 16th of an inch away from this.
Can I help you?
I phoned earlier about one of your guests.
Grace and Ann, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's him.
What room?
Was in 130. Checked out.
Did he leave any clue as to where he was going?
Do you mind if I look at the room?
$19 an hour, $59 for the night.
Fine, whatever. Give me a key.
Yes.
Yeah, you wanted to know if anyone came looking for you.
Did they?
No, I was just calling to let you know my shift was ending and nobody showed up.
All right. Thank you.
What do you say you give me that little piece of paper in your hand? How's that sound, huh?
Smart guy. Alex.
Sorry for keeping you.
Is Alex top 5?
The finance minister's anxiously awaiting your arrival.
Well, if you recall, I successfully negotiated financial policies with the IMF and the World Bank. Pretty sure I can handle Laos.
Now.
Good.
I'm well aware of your resume, Griffin. You got it. We're in.
Got it.
The runaway influence.
Come on, man. I'm anxious as a motherfucker right now. I guess there's a situation in Laos.
Monetary policy is a means to.
I'm aware of our final objective, General. Why did you take today of all days to come down here and berate me in person?
Things have happened in the past few days that have made me somewhat uneasy.
What is the problem?
Yo, this thing is just at 50%. Can we do an upgrade?
I'd like to see it.
I put it in my safe this morning.
I'd like to see it.
It's gonna be close. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
86. 87.
Ah, Jesus Christ. You might not get this.
15 years of working together, you'd think you'd trust me.
Don't turn this into an opera. Just hand me the card.
Come on!
Happy?
From now on, I'm asking that everyone keep their card on them at all times. Anyone makes a move, anything goes missing, you call me.
Did they get it?
Get it.
100.
Nice. Success! Success. Let's go.
Billions in I was at a bar earlier. And nothing happened, and I didn't drink.
Look, if this is too much for you,
No.
because say the word and we'll scrap the whole thing.
It's not gonna happen again.
Is your name Zing?
Mr. Shing stayed behind in New York.
Where's what?
I've traveled a long way, Mr. Pfeiffer. My patience is wearing thin. Playing games is not going to be good for either of us. Scylla, where is it?
Not exactly like I can talk freely, you know? Just tell me the latest.
The latest. If you deliver it to me by the end of the day, I will pay you the sum that we agreed upon.
As much as I'd like to tell you that were possible.
Get it to me by tomorrow, and you will receive 50% of your fee. 2 days, 25%. 3 days, I shoot you through the brain. That is the latest.
Thought that urine might be getting a little stale, so I brought you some more.
Get him, Gretchen. Even though it was hell to get to there in season 3, but you can't deny.
The image enhancement from the video came back. Did you get what I sent over?
Here we go.
All 3 card holders.
Look, most of what happened to me in Panama is a total blank. But, when I was being held, I could hear Gretchen talking on the phone in the next room, and she was taking orders from the guy in charge. And she called him the general.
In charge of the mission?
No, I think in charge of the company.
We should have killed Gretchen when we had the chance.
She'll come home. She always has.
You better be sure about that.
Someone at Homeland Security did an enhanced image search on you today. We couldn't tell where the original picture...
Who?
The guy who ordered it? His name is Don Self.
Why would he go through official channels to do that? Agent Self. Agent Self. Yes. Yeah, so another great episode, man. That was intense. So we got another piece of the puzzle. 3 cards down. 3 to go. 3 to go. So awesome sauce. This was a great episode. Also, they played on the idea of, you know, Lincoln now finds out that, you know what I'm saying, apparently this is something that Michael has been suffering with since he was a kid. So maybe it's stress induced, maybe, I don't know what it could possibly be. Why is it acting up now? What could it possibly be? But he needs to tell Sarah. I don't know why he doesn't want to tell Sarah, because maybe he thinks he's dying and he doesn't want anybody to lose focus, probably. Because the thing about Michael is he loves to insulate himself for some strange reason. Even when he has a ton of support, tons of friends, he still chooses to insulate himself. And I know people who are like this, and I used to be like that. I used to be like that, where I will isolate myself even when I know that there's people that cares about me. I will still isolate myself. So so I see the same thing what Michael is doing. He should tell Sarah what's going on, because not only is she a doctor, but she could probably, you know, get something that will help him. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things is, you can't see something happening to you and not go get it checked out. Okay, guys? If it's something that just keeps happening over and over and over and over again, go get it checked out, man. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor and get things checked out. Okay? So in this episode, we got the data. We also have Agent Self making a huge mistake by running this guy's picture through an official database, basically getting an enhance a image of the general. Of course, that's gonna get back to the company. Also, Gretchen escaped. Good stuff. Can't wait to see Gretchen back in action. She was one of my favorite parts of part 3. Not be able, you know what I'm saying, she is a babe. You know what I'm saying? Not my favorite character. You know what I'm saying, from season 3, but you have to understand, you have to at least acknowledge her impact on season 3 and how season 3 went. You know what I'm saying? Never liked her, wish she was dead. You know what I'm saying? The entire time I wish they would have just killed her. Wanted her to die at the beginning of season 4 as well, but finding out that she was actually trying to help to take down the company. So now she's one of the good guys. If we can forgive Alex, we can forgive Gretchen, because not only did she not kill Sarah, you know what I'm saying? Not only she didn't kill Sarah, so we can, you know, forgive her for everything else. She was tough. She was tough, doing her job. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine what the company does to keep these people in line. Like, they gotta have some serious dirt on these people to keep them in line and keep them working for them, because the stuff that they ask them to do, I haven't really met anybody. Maybe this black guy is probably like the first person that I've met that worked for the company that didn't seem like he's like enjoying this shit. Like, he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's for real. Like, he's one of the OGs of the company. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't give a shit. He's not in it because he's being forced to be in it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely it's one of those things where I look at it from the point of view of just judging what these characters are and what they represent, and seeing, you know, the stories that they tell based on how they're presented on screen. So for me, when I look at, you know, like an episode like this, and I'm just like, how can people say that this show went downhill? I just don't understand. What were you looking for after season 1? They weren't gonna take 4 seasons to break out of prison, people. And this is what I think happened. This is what I think happened. Doesn't mean that this is what it is, right? Some people have said the quality of the show dropped, right? I don't think so. I don't think any of the seasons that I've watched already, 2 or 3, is better than 1, but that doesn't mean that they're not on the same level. I would say that season 1 is still the best season in terms of it was the best written. Everything was there for you to enjoy and to bring you into the world of what these writers are creating here. But if you go back and you watch my season 1 reactions, you will see where I was saying that eventually this show has to become about the political aspect, the company, right? I knew it was heading there. I didn't need anybody to tell me that, because if that part of the story is not explored a lot more when you introduce it way back in season 1, that's where your show should be heading. And that's why I said that eventually this is where the end game has to be, where we're taking down this cabal of people who are controlling the political things of the show. So I knew it was heading there, so that I didn't get lost in the sauce, if you will, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where your expectations should have been, right? And I have been surprised on where they ended up. I'm still like surprised that they're still able to tie in certain things that happened in season 2 here now in season 4 with the whole Alex storyline. A lot of the characters that we've come to know and love are still here in the show and just killing it. Characters that we hated have become, you know what I'm saying, more acceptable in our group of lovable characters, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm even coming around with, you know what I'm saying, on T-Bag. And the thing about it with T-Bag's character is that he hasn't killed anyone in a while, right? He hasn't killed anyone in a while. So we can give him it doesn't excuse anything that he has done. It's just that we've just come to terms, at least I've come to terms with, he's an essential part of the show. He's an essential part of the show. He's not just a side character. Everything, there's always something, there's always some scheme going on that involves T-Bag, and that's how they keep his character relevant in the show, right? He always ends back up with the group somehow. You get what I'm saying? No matter how far he strays away from the group, he always ends up back in their crosshairs once again. He's an essential part of the show, and I've come around to like his character. Not endorsing what he usually does, which is killing. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't hesitate to kill, and his smug attitude and whatever, but that's just what the character is. I'm not gonna go as far as some of these people be commenting on the channel about T-Bag. I'm not in the T-Bag fan club. I'm just letting you know that I'm not in the T-Bag fan club. I'm just saying he's an acceptable character right now. You know what I'm saying? I acknowledge the greatness of T-Bag's, the actor that plays T-Bag, the greatness. He's doing an excellent job. So yeah, so incredible episode, man. Also the storyline that's including this Asian country, Laos, to see how what that is about, and what the company wants with that country, what they're planning to tear the country down so they can rebuild and make millions of dollars. So that's also something that we're watching as well. Of course, the general ordered them to, you know, carry their cards on them at all times. So this is going to be real interesting to see how we're going to get this other 3. It's going to make it harder for them to get. But I'm very interested to see where Gretchen is going to end up. Hopefully she ends up with the team. That will be cool. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, Sarah, the thing about it is this, man. Sarah is always having to deal with her captors. You know what I mean? She's always have to be dealing with her captors. And it's just like, this is going to be crazy, because if Gretchen comes back to the group, it's not going to be, you know what I'm saying? We might end up with another Sarah Kellerman moment where, you know, Sarah tried to kill her, because it's not going to be easy, because she did Gretchen. I think Gretchen was the one that was whipping her too. So It's gonna be interesting if that does happen. I don't know if Gretchen is gonna come back to the group or if she's just gonna figure some way out to fight against the company on her own. I don't know what's gonna happen, but as I said, I trust the writers. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, man, leave a like, leave a comment, support Terabyt Reacts, and I'm out. Peace.